Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Old Games. And this is just a quick sort of discussion review type video post game since I just finished the game. And I just wanted to share my thoughts on what I thought about the game. I enjoyed the game quite a bit. There was a lot of hype and expectation. I had heard a lot of good things before I started playing, and most of them were justified in my opinion. There are a lot of things which surprised me. This game came out in 1998, but the graphics and the sound quality were surprisingly better than I expected. Now, I'm not 100% sure if the version I played, if this was the original exactly as it came out, or if there are a few changes here and there. I believe there might be because Steam might have made them to work with newer systems. But even so, the gameplay, the graphics, they looked like they were original, and they were surprisingly good. I was quite impressed. The game itself, while I don't think was particularly hard, I played on the normal difficulty, but it was very well made, very intelligent. The enemies were quite smart. The AI, they worked in a team sometimes, especially with the soldiers. And what I did notice was they did not just fill up the maps with enemies just randomly spawning. There was some sequence and pattern to it, so if she knew how many there were or how to deal with them, it was more management. It seemed more intelligent and more realistic to me. The gun sounds, the voice, everything seemed pretty good. I mean, the graphics, especially towards the end in the Zen chapters where you just look in space, that was quite nicely done. The levels, they were quite interesting in my opinion. They're quite vast most of the time, but somehow not confusing. I did not seem to get lost as much as I thought I would. Towards the end, I thought the space and the Zen missions, they were a bit shorter. Most of them, there were only like 3 or 4 of them, and the final boss was not particularly difficult in my opinion, but still, it wasn't that easy. I mean, you had to figure out the pattern, and once you got the pattern, it was easy. Um, so overall, I was very impressed by the game. It definitely deserves the hype and the respect and the love people have for it. It is probably one of the best FPS games. Now, since I have played a lot more games, I don't know how much the games have borrowed from this one, but it seems that a lot of the modern games and games after this, they have borrowed a lot of their gameplay elements from here, and that's pretty good. Unusual thing was the main character was silent. I don't think Gordon speaks in this game or in the next one at all. That's quite interesting. And yeah, overall, it took me about 18 hours on my Steam playthrough, and this seems right. I mean, I suppose depending on how good you are, you could probably cut down a few more hours, but 15 to 18 seems like a reasonable time, and this is a good length for a FPS game. I feel like the modern games are getting a bit shorter. You're getting about 5 to 7 hours in these type of games. This is perfect length in my opinion. Keeps you interested. Story is long enough. I mean, if you look at how the game started and how it ended, there's a lot that happened throughout the game, and that just makes it more interesting in my opinion. So yeah, that was just my quick thoughts on the game. Overall, I like the game quite a lot, and I would recommend this to anybody who hasn't played this, or even if you have played it, it's worth a try again. I'm looking forward to playing the Black Mesa mod for this game. It's, I think, almost complete. It comes out somewhere in the summer. I think they're only missing the Zen chapters, which they need to polish it up. And as far as I'm aware, they are going to change things up a bit and make them a bit more interesting. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And finally, I'd like you guys to recommend me more games and stuff from this era. I have played a lot of these games, but some like this one I have missed out. There are a few others I'm keen to play. And if you like what I'm doing, why not consider subscribing? I plan to do more games and hope to see you guys here. So thank you.